machine learning will automate the jobs that people could think they could only do it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sahana and today's topic is machine learning. Machine learning, which is a massive topic where the technology it is being producing which change the industries and also the future of us. What is actually machine learning? When we think about machine learning, in simple language, we are making machine to understand something. It might be anything, an algorithm or any statistics, or also preparing a machine to know the patterns of the content which you are giving to them. Very briefly, machine learning is you are giving an input, you are not giving any programs, you are not giving any answers, but still it is able to predict the answer. How is it possible? Because we are training machine. That is called machine learning, where the machine is being trained to give the output where the user is giving some input. There are so many technologies. Why is this machine learning so famous? Can anybody say why is it so user friendly and why is it being used in a wide areas and all? Any answers? It might be the screen, you can see the screen. That's okay. Machine learning it's not from now. It's from 1950. The only reason why it was not so famous at that time is due to the technology. There was no data, there was no internet. So this machine learning was a flop at that time. And now, when we compare traditional programming with machine learning programming, when you can see this, here is the program code and here is the input. What is this? The user is giving the input and he is only preparing the program or the code or the formulas that has to be programmed, and the machine is giving output. And the disadvantage of traditional programming is for every question, for every input which you give, you have to give a program. You have to code another code for everything. But when it compares to machine learning is where you give the input and this output is the predicted output. And the machine automatically code for itself. That means it will analyze the input, it will know the patterns and it will give an output. For example, now we are a students where I am Sahana, I am getting 10 marks in exam. Or else I am getting paid 10,000 for 1 year experience. For 2 year experience they are paying 30,000. For 3 year experience they are paying 50,000. There is increment of, for every 1 year experience there is increment of 20,000. By seeing that pattern, the machine will predict what will be the price of 5 year experience candidate. You can know the pattern. For every 1 year 20,000 is increasing, so it will easily understand the pattern and give the output. Can you please change this slide? Yes. Now let's learn about the types of machine learning. Machine learning is of 3 types: supervised, unsupervised and reinforcement. Supervised machine learning. Here we are training the machine and machine is able to predict the output. That means it is task driven. We are preparing the machine, we are training the machine and then it is giving the solution for us. And when it comes to unsupervised machine learning, it is also called as data driven. In technical words, we can't use unsupervised data or unsupervised machine learning. It is used as data driven. Here where the machine itself will learn all the algorithms, it will learn all the inputs, then by itself only it will give the output. There is no training needed for this one, it will learn by itself. When it comes to reinforcement machine learning is where it is also same as unsupervised. It will learn, it will do a self-study, but the thing is, it will also check the accuracy rate of its solutions. That means, if it is learning by itself, it is giving an answer, the answer is only 50% matching. It will not stop there. It will go back, it will relearn and again, till the accuracy rate is 90 to 95% or 100%, it will relearn again. So this is the advantage of reinforcement and unsupervised. Can you please change this slide? And life cycle of machine learning. Machine learning have 5 steps. Gathering data, EDA is also called as exploratory data analysis, training, testing and deployment. When it comes to gathering data sets is the first thing that we need. To analyze any data or to give solutions for any data, we need a data set. How do you find data set? What kind of data you use for it? And based on which kind of data set, what kind of algorithm should be used is also compared on data sets. There are three types of data sets: numerical, categorical and ordinal data set. Numerical data set, by the name itself we can understand, numerical data set is something that deals with numbers algebra, right? Numerical data, for example, the temperature of the house, it is used in Fahrenheit and that is used for numbers. For 96 temperature is the home temperature, something like that. And also the result sheet, the marks which we prepare. We get data sets in the website called Kaggle. This is one of the most used websites for n number of data sets where you can analyze your data. The next one is categorical data. Categorical data is where you get the options and you select one of them. That is, it might be yes or no, or it might be male or female, or it might be in computer language, you know this binary numbers like 0 and 1. It might be 0 or 1. Based on the options, we select one item. And the ordinal data. Ordinal data is also same as categorical data, but the one thing is it deals with comparison. Mostly comparison. For example, now we have Karnataka and Telangana. These are two states. What is the number of males and number of females? Which is having the most of them. So it is based as categorical data. Same like analyzing, we are having an option but based on comparison. And now exploratory data analysis. What is exploratory data analysis? Data preparation, data wrangling, data analysis. Data preparation. As I told you, we need one particular data. How do you prepare data? Based on data sets. Based on gathering data, you prepare a data preparation. And data wrangling is something where you find, for example, now we have a list of data. In class, we have so many people here, and each people got result of some marks. For example, now Anindita got 600 marks out of 700, but there is another girl who is called Shilpa Kola who is not at all there in that class. But her result sheet will be empty. That null values, it will find out the null values, the missing values, the duplicate values, then it will remove that. That is called data wrangling. Data analyzing. Data analyzing is something which you do by visualization. That might be through graphs, through pie charts. You visualize data. And also Power BI is mostly used to visualize data, and there are some libraries to visualize data. And the next one is training. Training data based on your data sets, knowing about the patterns. You train your data, you train your model, then you test it. Testing is also of, if it is 100%. For training, you use 75% and for testing, you use 25%. For example, if we train everything, if we train model with all the solutions, with all the inputs, when we give some input, it will directly give the correct answer. So that some amount of part is given to testing. That means 75% we train the machine and 25% we left to the machine to predict the solution. Deployment. After all is done, we will directly give it to users to use the machines. And at the end, I would like to conclude. Machine learning is for making machines smarter, whereas machine teaching is for making humans smarter. And we will discuss more about this session in the next presentations, because this is a whole huge content. It will be shown in the next presentation.